眠るがいいさ。せめて今は甘い夢を。眠るがいいさ。せめて今は甘い夢を。
All right, turning on the mic. I think everything's good. Uh, I really should throw out some of this like old tech that I have laying around. I'm really bad about it because I want to dispose of stuff properly, and I don't just want to like throw old iPhones and old. They're both iPhones in the garbage. I don't even use iPhones anymore. I haven't had an iPhone in years, but I have every smartphone I've ever owned still from the iPhone 3S onward, and I just need to take it to electronic waste. But like, I guess I was going through stuff on it on my computer, and now like the cable somehow managed to wrap around my headphones, so that was exciting. Let us switch over. There we go. I'm a smidgen away from leveling up again, and so that means we're definitely going to level up as soon as I do something in here. I did a little bit of farming in the morning just for the event. I haven't invested in anyone. I haven't. Actually, that's not true. I did buy the recruitment permits in the store because I think I'll be able to buy enough for the store for that not to be a bad idea. But really, because this is a new account, I'm far more concerned with getting any 6-star rather than any specific 6-star. And so I know I get a free 10 pull on Wizadel's banner, and it's not terribly important that I maximize my chances to get her. What I really need are 4 stars, and I really, really need a gummy. And actually, let me go through who I really need. So, healing is a problem that I can solve very simply, and that's putting levels into Perfumer, right? And getting her skills up to skill level 7, and Ansel, maxing out Ansel. And if that's not enough, again, I do plan on potentially switching over to Susuro. but I knew I was going to invest in Ansel no matter what. I didn't have Susuro right away, or I probably would have just skipped him. I have to build Gravel, but I'm thinking because of the event right now, maybe it's better that I build J, because I don't actually think I need Gravel for the Babel event, except for using her for chains. Just to make sure I wasn't completely retarded, I watched Kyo's low rarity guide to analyze what he was doing, and it was immediately obvious that I don't have those options, right? And that was something I brought up about rolling a new account versus if I just play low rarity on my main account, and that's that I can just use anybody. And if I really want to make a guide for players that doesn't just tell them exactly what to do and exactly who to build, but why certain actions were taken, and if I have everybody that's low rarity and I can build any of them and kind of construct the perfect low rarity squad for a problem, and I don't have to make that risk versus reward scarce resource judgment over who's going to take me to the next area when I can't have everything, I feel like it puts I feel like new players get like a lot of paralysis when it comes to that stuff. But then again, I do watch there's a bunch of new players that have channels. There's I think that the name is Quartz. I've been watching his stuff, and it's been very interesting because he's very excited, but like I don't know if it's genuine or if it's just YouTube excitement. And Claymo, who's actually been very interesting because their account is basically in the same state as mine, but they've just completely avoided the vent, which I can't even judge. Like, again, I would encourage new players, if there's an event that has a store, to just farm it, even if it's stage 1 or 2. Just because any sanity you spend converts into store credit, and you can buy resources, and there's no farming stage that's going to give you that efficiency. It's just not going to happen. Even building the base and farming for the base won't give you that efficiency. Building the base is what you do in a dead week, like as your top priority. Back in the day, we had dead months or dead months and a half, and it was like so boring to just only spend that time trying to fully build out your base. But that was considered meta for a new account back then. And I remember like kind of thinking it was better to just split between the two, but now the events are so crammed together, it's rare that you even have like dead days. We have overlap sometimes, so that can actually be completely overwhelming and make people not even press into the story at all. So all of that is stuff that I will navigate and explain, but I think I'm going to build J instead of Gravel first, and the reason being is because of his self-sustain. One of the big problems we're having is people getting killed from overwhelming damage, and I'm going to need somebody that I can deploy kind of quickly in order to use the chain mechanic more effectively. And while April would be great if I were an endgame player for also the range tiles, that's just not going to happen. Another thing is that you can't use summoners to do it. Not that I have any, but I thought about this. I tried tactician vanguards and stuff like that on my main account, and their summons don't actually count as a proper unit with the chain mechanic. So it would be cool if you could use deep color summons as fast redeploys. A very common tactic in 4-star Knights players, like if you watch Silvergun or Kuma, who this is a side note, I would really like to do like an interview with them, maybe even using this account. I really would like to interview them because I have kind of a different perspective than they do on the game. It's not that I think they're wrong or anything, but I would really like to just kind of talk to them about the game and how they think about things. And And one of the things I really would like to dig into, especially with people that specialize in 4 stars, is what they actually think the power differential is between them and other operators. Because my general opinion is that it's closer than people think, but not non-existent. But a lot of people that play that niche are under the impression that they have more fun playing with those operators because 6 stars are just so overpowered. And I can kind of see where they're coming from. But I also bring up quite frequently that oftentimes 6 stars aren't always these sort of like direct upgrades that just obviate low rarity operators. I mean, it certainly happens with the less powerful ones. But, and Cutter, right, you can make an argument that Cutter is really not so different from Chen in overall power level at what they mainly do, with the exception of how easy it is to use them in like a buffer squad to kind of like optimize their role. And if you're playing 4 star only, you're not using buffers. But if you're a new player, you're using 4 stars because you have to, not because you're trying to be a 4 star player and limit yourself in this way. So like if Silvergun had Skalter and had Warfarin, how would they think of the differential in power, for instance, between an op like Cutter and Chen or Degenbacher? I mean, I think it's hard to make an argument that Degenbacher compares to Cutter, and that also maybe it's a bad comparison because people view Chen as mediocre in the modern era. I don't. I personally think that is because people just don't think that if you add a Warfarin buff, that's somehow cheating in how you evaluate an operator. And it's like, yeah, but you can Warfarin buff a Hoderer and you don't get the same you don't get the same utility. So of course it's relevant. It's absolutely relevant to an operator's kit. And I tried to show that off yesterday with Siege towards the end of my stream. But I really think that there's a lot of stuff like that to explore, and I really would love to talk to one of the people that specialize in 4-star and low rarity, or maybe even a guide maker. I doubt I would ever get to talk to Kyo, but who knows? You never know. But I would love to talk to him about his process for making guides as well too, because I've always theorized that he talks to other people in the community and they bounce ideas back and forth before he goes and creates like one of his guides. If he does it all by himself, I will like bow down and worship the ground he works on. Not because of how genius or anything I think that is. It's not that. It's literally just the sheer amount of work. I do not know how he could find the time to make those guides and do the streams and do the other stuff that he does, even if he's doing this full time. Like, he would have to be a mad lad doing mad grinding. So, but I'm curious about his process. So if anyone has a inroad with Kyostin, Silvergun, I Heart Amia, I mean, I doubt this will happen, and I'm tiny right now. I get that, but I would just love to interview them and just have like a casual chat about these sorts of things, and maybe even like in-game demonstrations and stuff of concepts to kind of there's no argument quite like being able to like demonstrate it in real time and show off a specific point you're trying to make. So yeah, I think that would be really cool, and I've never seen anything like it. I mean, I guess I've seen things kind of like it, but not really exactly what I'm thinking in my head. Anyways, enough of the intro nonsense. I can't remember if I think this dorm was from this morning. I don't think I had this yesterday. My morale problems in the base are, for the time being, solved. I don't have the materials to build this, and I'm not going to farm them. I'm just going to get them from missions for now. And that would not be the case if this were a dead week or a contingency contract. Then I would absolutely be pushing to farm for this. But I really think even if I would get a little bit more resources from the base and and all that, I don't think that those resources will balance out what I get from the store. And also because LMD and XP are not as high value because the base generates it passively, even if it's less efficiency than say most of the materials that I can buy out of here, because that increases the amount of time it takes me to build someone. But this I specifically have to spend sanity on. If I want these, I have to spend sanity to get them, or I have to use a lot of friend certs and recruitment and all of that to buy it in the shop. Tier 2 materials and tier 3s with various free-to-play certificate stuff. Anyways, I'm going to start off with doing pulls. We are not going to pull on this because we've already burned the guarantee. So we're going to milk the guarantee on this. And again, we're going to avoid kernels because kernels don't give yellow certs. It's not because the operator's in kernels. That's what most people would say. There are actually quite a few operators in here we would specifically want, but we're going to want them with 180 gold certs, not gotcha. Or with recruitment, getting a top operator tag. So I should have enough in order to not have to burn any Originite Prime. And we're just going to go single pulls to the guarantee. And if I'm lucky, actually, I get the 4 stars I need. Because honestly, I think that there's not even a lot of 6 stars that would super be useful for me at this point. I mean, I can't say that. It's just that the resources in building a second one while I still have Arketo cooking. The ideal would be Bagpipe, but I think Bagpipe is in the kernel section now. But if I got a Bagpipe, I would absolutely immediately build her. Vermeil is good for the base. We'll eventually E1 her, but not until our base is fully built out. Doctor, I might have to build a Melantha at some point as well. I'm avoiding it, but if I don't get Vigna, I'll have to build a Melantha for Frost Nova. No. Last one. Oh, this is the, well, we have a 20% chance again of a 6 star. Nope. Kafka could actually be useful, because we don't have to invest in her at all. We can use her at E0 level 1, skill level 4. And I feel like the game is trying to force me to build Plume or Vanilla at this point, which I'm not excited about. I have Gitano pots, but I have no Myrtle. I don't think I have to do any. Yeah, I think they just all go away. Oh man. We'll save that for later. Alright, do I try Annihilation first? Or do I try to build J? Well, I would need to spend on these, farming them, but I think we have that stage unlocked. And I don't need him for Annihilation. So I think we can try the Annihilation first. I am thinking in my head about 288, 266. If I bring Cutter into the Annihilation, I will have to press a lot of buttons. I would like to avoid that. But we are going to switch... we're going to switch Liskarm to skill 2. Because I think we might need that for that wave that killed her last time. I think with her range, if I activate this early enough, maybe we can... because it does AoE. Maybe she won't get overwhelmed and kill them. I know it'll stun her, and I'm hoping that she doesn't leak in that time. But we're going to try that. I put some levels, I think, on Lava. Oh, I should just do this. Sugar, tier 3 sugar.
Products received.
Attack speed. What's her talent? Oh, whatever. And I won't spend any XP yet, because I don't think I have a ton to spare, right? Yeah, I don't have a ton to spare. Let me see if I have... I feel like I should do that too. Let me look at 7, that's good. I know I can't do this one yet because of these. We looked at this. I can do this though. Oh no, never mind. I lied. Big fat liar. It'd be nice to get these in the event. That's out of reach for now. We have her at 7. Yeah, we're definitely going to do this. Even though I'm not using her right now. We're still using Lava as our main arts unit, which in my mind is kind of wild. Wait, can I do this too? I feel like I can. Tier 3 sugar and devices. We need 1 device.
Products received.
And 3 sugar.
Products received.
Oh, I could have used a better op for that actually, but it's no biggie. That is making me question if I want to use Lava. Because her single target will be better. But I still think there's enough mobbing in that stage to where Lava's probably better. I'll have to think about it as we're doing it. Alright. And is there somewhere I want to put some levels? I think everyone's been leveled up since last we tried it a bit. No. Why does it... It really wants me to... Okay. Yeah, I don't think we're going to use Cutter. Because we do need a Cliff Heart. And we need a Shaw. Fang. If I was going to use a Cutter, it would be to replace Mouse. But I think her ability is really helpful. And I think I have an idea for how I'm going to deploy everyone too. could in theory. Because I can if Lava gets killed, I can replace her with Amia. But I don't think Lava's gonna get killed. And so I could, in theory... You know what I could do is take a level 1 gravel. Oh, she has the wrong skill. That's, well, because I won't be able to use all of my deployment's going to be taken up. All right. Well, I'm going to go in here with this and then we'll figure it out. All right. So, I'm going to have Lapland here this time. If I do that, then I'm not using mouse, now that I think about it. That might be okay. I was thinking Lapland facing down, Liskarm facing this way, and putting Fang here. And that would mean I'm not using mouse. Although maybe it would mean I put mouse here. And then Lava's still going here. Ansel's still going here. Shaw's going to be here, but longer than last time, because I need both Shaw and... Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe I don't have mouse deployed until, like, way later, because I need to have... Shaw and Cliffheart out at the same time, I think. We want actually Shaw first. She's never even blocked anyone yet. I have no SP on her defensive charges. Alright. I need 29 for both of them. I'm going to try deploying Perfumer second so that the aggro gets split between these two units.
みんな私に続け。
She's not important yet.
狙いを定めて放つ。
抗ってみなよ。
福音が指先に集まる。
貫く。
現には3つの選択が、敵には3種の苦難があります。
貫く。来いよ。
弦の振動を感じて。
みんな私に続け。
弦の振動。
みんな私に続け。
弓を引いて狙いをさ。
みんな私に続け。
弦には3つの選択。
貫く。
So the big question is going to be if Lapland can survive being in the line of fire.
福音が指先に
And also if Liskarm will survive in the later phases. Because I haven't had the top collapse yet in any of these runs. It's always been the
福音が
bottom.
指先に集まる。
貫く。
弦の振動を感じて。
みんな私に続け。
任せて。ここにいたのね。
貫く。
It's always been after 300 as well. So we have a ways to go. Probably.
貫く。
Unless I've made some major miscalculation. But yeah, splitting the damage here, I think she won't die any more randomly. Cruise is also maxed out except for Trust. And I think that might help a bit too. Because I think all the guys in here are weak against physical. I think these guys even have arts resistance, like a reasonable amount. But our arts units deal pretty high damage. So for instance, when Lapland's skill triggers, her attack is high enough in that state to where I think it's still, even if they have like somewhat arts resistance, she still does more damage in that state. And the other thing is she hits 2 targets, so that will help us for when we are getting somewhat overrun here. And Lapland's skill in this configuration, so if I have her facing this way, well, if she's here and I had her facing this way, it would still cover these areas here. But I had her back here before, I think. And then I had Fang down here, and so she was only covering like these squares. So I'm hoping that that Lapland deals some extra damage from the wave that was killing Liskarm and then just leaking through here. So I'm hoping that I can... Oh, her skill's not changed. Oh, man. Well, hopefully that's not a problem. I think after those 2 wraiths, the elite wraiths come from here, I can maybe remove Shaw, and maybe I can put a mouse here facing up. Or maybe even facing this way.
弓をみんな私に続け。救急箱の用意は
Attack
できています。
378.
弓を引いて狙いを定め貫く。ここにいたのね。貫く。弓を引いて
So here's an elite wraith. Here's another elite wraith. And I think these are the only ones, but I'll give it some time. In theory, I could swap it now. And Arketo lives.
貫く。弦の振動を感じて。みんな私に続け。
Okay.
ここだよ。貫く。気を確かに。弦の振動を感じて。
I look forward to Perfumer being E2 because her talent upgrade makes the passive healing a lot stronger, as does skill level 7.
ここにいたの
The
ね。
debuff here stays the same, but this number gets higher, so levels for her skill have greater impact because of the debuff.
貫く。
And our talent upgrade reduces how much this debuff matters, because the massive increase in her attack applies to the talent, which is a per second tick, and ignores her attack speed, which is already really low. So it's actually stronger than it appears on first glance. That 3% is really closer to, if you consider her total amount of healing, it's closer to 9%. It's not quite, because I think it's a 2.8 second attack interval for AoE healers.
みんな私に続け。弦には3つのみんな私に続け。どの矢を使えばいいですか。
434.
弦には3つの選択が。敵には3種の苦難があります。みんな私に続け。
Okay.
福音が指先に集まる。みんな私に続け。何を待ってエームオーバー。福音が指先にこういう香りは好き。みんな私に続け。
Still killed it. We killed the red weeb.
クリア。みんな私に続け。弦には3つの選択が。敵には3種の苦難があります。何を待って。亡霊だってお前を救えない。貫く。狙って皆さんが私のことを信じてくれてますから。ええ、気を確かに。救急箱あなたのお薬です。受け取ってください。
Oh shit.
みんな私に続け。弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。はい。みんな私に続け。 弦の振動を感じて。みんな私に続け。ここだよ。何を待ってる。ゲームオーバー。準備できました。視界良好。みんな私に続け。弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。救急箱のあなたのお薬です。落ち着いて。ここだよ。わかりました。ここにいたのね。亡霊だってお前を救えないさ。ここだよ。みんな私に続け。はい、私が怖いですか。狙って救急箱クリア。ええ、使用確かに。亡霊だってお前を救えないさ。ここだよ。
Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ.
チャージ。私が怖いです。
I'm gonna leak a few.
ここにいたのね。
There's no way. Oh, wait. Hold on.
指示をあなたの
Live.
や
Live.
ってください。
Live. 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 Come on, 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 come on.
何を待つ。亡霊だってお前を救えないさ。私たちにお任せください。こういう香りは好き。狙って。
Holy crap. Holy crap. Oh. Oh. We did it. Holy moly.
でもドクターさえいればきっと大丈夫だと信じてます。
I couldn't even make commentary. I couldn't do it. I can't believe it. Oh my gosh. We did it. We did it. Man.
ドクター。
That is really going to help. Because now, I can just repeat this. No. What? No. No! No. I can now just repeat this to burn sanity. Actually, I am going to burn a bit of it right now because I have too much. Yeah, we're just going to... Let me just collect some of this. Let me just... We are moving at the rate of 1 Annihilation a week. And it's Monday. Do you think I can get Annihilation 3? Annihilation 3 next week? Because I think that I can. I think I can do it. I think we will get there. San Pellegrino, sponsor me. I love this stuff. Man. I still have too much sanity. I might just completely max this out for the week. That'll give me some battle records. That should give me what I need for... that'll give me what I need for a Gravel or J. Which I think is going to be... I think it's going to be J. Normally, I would say build Gravel first. And she has an amazing Rick skill that you get at E1. But for the Babel event, I think that Jay's going to carry harder. And that's going to be the direction we go for now. Oh, really? I mean, I have to farm for chips for him anyways. I wonder if I can get those in the... No. And I don't know if I'm going to have Jay today. But maybe. Let's see. We can't. We literally can't. So, I won't farm for sugar. We're not going to build Jay. I can... see. I don't think that... I don't think I have the DP for this. Without borrowing units. I mean, like, I could borrow a vanguard. Like... Let's see if DP solves my problems. Borrow a Texas. I don't need Shaw. Don't need Cliffheart. We will go with Cutter. We've got our archers. Yeah, we'll take an Estelle too. Maybe I'll use her skill 1 just so that I can heal her. It's not ideal. Estelle really needs like levels to scale. She is, I think, maligned a bit because at E1 she's at best okay. Centurions really shine at E2 because they're block 3. But in her case, because her healing is connected both to her talent, which gets improved with upgrades, and her skill 2 makes it so that she has to kill to get any healing at all. She's basically like a 4-star version of Gaviel, but not as good. Like Gaviel does in every way directly power creep her. The other thing is this is defensive recovery, which means that masteries make it better. And also you really need to be killing things for her to work, and the best way to kill things is to have with physical DPS is to have stats. So more stats equals more effective. So in theory, like if you could level her like way over level, like if you could give her really insane stats, which I mean that sounds really generic, but in her case it scales her more than like a lot of other units. But her her branch trait, her not branch trait, her what do you call it? The trust bonus is hit points, which really just ties into this talent, but it means that trust bonus doesn't give her attack, making it easier to kill, and that's really like what we need. And so that's why I said like stats really matter, every little bit of stat that you can get. And she actually doesn't even have to be the one, they just have to die around her. She doesn't actually have to deal the killing blow, which you can work with to make her more effective. But again, she's the only Centurion I have right now. I have no idea when I'll get a Spectre. I'm just not going to build a Broca. That's just not going to happen. And I doubt I'm going to get a Blazer Gaviel. So building Estelle still seems like a good idea. But I probably would have put her off and built Gravel or Jay rather than her if I had gotten Cutter earlier. So let us see if this gives us the flexibility that we need. I still am a bit skeptical, right? But actually, I was able to clear this the other day, but not cleanly.
Let's begin. みんな、私に続け。悪くない位置取りだね。
情は墓場よ。
I.
もうちょっとで僕に勝てるかもしれないよ。
Come on, Texas.
You can't stop me.
弦の振動を感じて。治療の準備を。
That was extremely close.
準備完了。
That was close in like an uncomfortable and freaky way.
三種の苦難があります。わかった。私の目を見て。
Got it. You can't stop me.
ええ。そうか。あなたのお薬です。落ち着いて。チャージ。わかった。わかった。私の目を見て。ここにいたのね。
Damn it.
私なら。
These things have so many fucking hit points. This is what happened last time. They're so goddamn tanky.
Cut them to pieces.
Yeah, we can't do this cleanly. Even with the DP, I'm still at a DPS deficit. And what Kyostin did is... Well, that's disappointing. Super disappointing. We did not get anything on... We didn't get anything on Babel event progress-wise. So... What to do? What do I think would work for them? I could use gravel to stall. And that's probably going to be what I have to do. Do they take damage when they hit the chains? If they take damage, I might be able to do something with fast redeploys. Oh, man, I don't know. Because Jay won't be as good at stalling, but I don't need to level up gravel if it's just to... Because both of them are just going to take one hit and go down. Well, that's unfortunate. So unfortunate. We'll burn the rest of the sanity on here on farming again, which is, again, not terribly exciting. But I did use some sugars. Right. I still have a decent amount, and then... I've got tons of those. So we will go burn our sanity here, which is unfortunate. It would have been great if we could get that next stage, because the next stage also gives us a welfare operator. But those damn burden beasts. I mean, the other thing that I could do is farm XP. Well, I got some XP from the Annihilation. I haven't spent most of that. I spent some on J. But I have to farm chips. And farming chips uses tons of sanity. Actually, maybe that's what I should have spent my sanity on, was farm... Oh, no, because chips wasn't open. Chips was not open today. I'm not a huge fan of just farming. At least not on stream. But I suppose with an account like this and an event going on and being efficient, I mean, I also watched some, I don't know what to call it, like Arknights speed runs. And one of the things about that is that they always, so they make a new account and they run through content, but they do it in a way that in general I don't think normal people would ever do. So on this one, you know, I'm not using any Arknight Prime, and on the speedrun accounts, obviously in order to be able to get to later chapters, they literally the first thing they do is farm XP and LMD to level up operators for like 2 hours straight. You know, and they obviously burn Arknight Prime because you just don't have the sanity for that. So every stage is half a day's worth of sanity for the most part. And so they just progress at a rate to where they can burn Arknight in order to build their characters faster and minimize how much farming for elite materials they have to do. So that is not exactly what we're doing here. It's a very specific style of play because they don't intend on having the account long term. So it's like you optimize for the, you know, few 4 stars and mostly 3 stars that they build for to build them to literally max out in the very beginning. And also they just reroll accounts if they don't get exactly what they need. And I knew I wasn't going to reroll anything on this. That was the other premise, because I don't think in general new players should reroll. And because it's like a waste of time. You'll get whatever it is you think you could have gotten re-rolling. You'll get it eventually. And oftentimes the stuff that people tell you you should get is like not good. Like I don't think that Thorns is the best starter. I just don't. He's strong at E2. He sucks at every other elite level. And like. I wonder who I think the best current 6-star is. I'd have to look at what the list is. Because I think one of the newbie accounts I've seen recently got a Flametail, and I think that's a pretty good starter because you just don't have to worry about if your vanguards suck. And combat-wise, Flametail is good enough to keep on the board. But the main problem is that Flametail is, in my opinion, best at, I mean, obviously E2, but it's because of her skill 3. I'm not a huge fan of her skill 2, but it's okay. And her skill 1 is also okay. And so I think you can kind of make Flametail work pretty well at every elite level. And unlike Fang, I don't think you run into the unreliability where she's defensive but dies, but then doesn't have the attack to kill weaker enemies, and you're just waiting on that DP. With Flametail, you're still waiting on the DP until you get skill 3. But she has a decently offensive kit that and blocks too, and what more can you ask for when you're low level? Like, she's better than the majority of my DPS units that I'm using right now, especially for something like this. Like Lapland, the arts damage is really not helping me at all. I mean, I can't say at all. It's not helping. Like, the multi-target's helping, and it is still damage. But it would actually be better if it didn't switch to arts, if that was just pure physical when her skill went off. And unfortunately, if I use her skill 1, she does become a bit tankier, but she also becomes single target off of her skill. But, you know, it might still be better for this event. I might test out her skill 1 on, maybe her skill 1 would help her with the Burden Beast, but so would Levels. Levels would give her more hit point buffer. She definitely survives 1 hit, but then she doesn't get enough healing for follow-ups. So we could turn it into like a gotcha RNG fest, where I rely on her talent for survival and just get lucky to get past that until I can level her up more. I don't know. Oh, man. I mean, the other thing is that where I had Liskarm, I can try putting Mouse. And having Liskarm where I had Cutter. And then just relying on the archers for DPS. And that might work. I mean, it's hard to say. I can't do anything to give crews more DPS. Arketo I can, but I would have to do it outside of the event. We can obviously farm skill level 7 mats for Arketo, which would be not a major upgrade, to be honest, for her at least. For a lot of units it is. For her, it would be on her skill 2. Ooh. Would skill 2 work? Because the Burden Beasts don't have armor, I just need raw DPS. And skill 2 hits a lot of targets. I don't know. The thing is, only having 2 charges on that, though, might also be a bit anemic. I feel like skill 2 really... Like, you really need 3 charges to be able to store 3 charges at least. Because it gives you a greater buffer for... Because if you're not using the charges quickly enough, you lose so much efficiency on that skill. We can try that. I might just try it out today in practice. I'm not sure. Alright, I've hatched an idea in my mind that I want to try out on that stage. Last one. I will say when this event is over, though, we should completely slay Chapter 4. It will be no contest. We should basically be ready completely for Chapter 5. We won't really have well-rounded elite materials because we'll be over-farmed on specific ones, but that's fine because whenever another event comes around, you just farm whatever you can get at the best efficiency that you don't have a huge stockpile of. And that way, when you do go to, in the future, do the skills and levels and all of that, you don't have the same resource scarcity that I had when I first started out, or even have right now still on most materials. But for the ones that I need the worst, like grindstone and RMAs and stuff like that, you generally have to be able to get to stages 6, 7, and 8. And I do think, since this event runs for 3 weeks, I think I'll be able to get all the way through to 8 eventually. It's just, I was really hoping to be able to do it in the first week. Because it's always pretty special. But man, when your account is 1 week old and you're playing it like a proper account and not a speedrunner, it is very hard. We're free to play. We haven't spent any Originium. We are missing so many key operators. And even the ones we have to figure out how to prioritize building them, and not even properly building them, just building them to like E1. That alone is like a resource debate. So it makes the discussion a bit interesting. So my theory craft is... Well, I had this idea in my head. It was going to be to put Mouse here, facing this way, with Fang, so that it reduces the damage, and then use Lapland skill 1 facing down. So we lose the multi-target, but we gain some tankiness, which is a bit RNG. And hopefully, she gets charged by Lisgarm on this to proc. We gotta pray for that. And yeah, that's where we're kind of at now. How well do I think this will work? I have no idea, but maybe. The main issue is if we can get the Burden Beast, then there's a chance, you know? So Fang here. And then we're going to do Lapland, facing down. Because we need Lapland to actually do the damage, not Fang. And then we need to get someone here as quickly as possible. Like that. And then the other change that I was going to do is I was going to do her, but facing down. Come on, I need Mouse. I need Mouse now. I need Mouse now. She dies. Of course she dies. Of course she dies! Oh my god, I hate you, Fang! I hate you so much! Oh my god! It's torture. This is a form of mental torture. To think in your mind that you have a chance and run through like 500 scenarios in your mind for how you can do something about this, and then not come up with anything aside from level other ops, sink investments into people you don't want to, and then you think, oh no, maybe there's some crazy thing, or maybe I'm retarded, or I can look at, you know, like, there has to be an answer. And watching someone else do something with ops you don't have that are low rarity is not inspiration. Oh my god. Oh, I hate Fang so much right now. Yeah, that's right, you failed me. You failed me, and it won't even be for the last time. And that's the worst part of it. Oh my god. It would be... Oh my gosh. I wish there was something I could do about this too. But there just isn't. This is just going to come down to RNG. But I don't know at what phase we get Texas. But holy Jesus, I need Texas so badly. It's not even funny. Oh boy. 20 sanity. What can I do with 20 sanity that's productive? I need... because I don't want to just do the same thing. We're going to do one of these just to put some resources into the base because we bought out all the XP, and maybe I can build some facilities to get us some passive resources, which will help us on this event to push deeper. And at least then I'll make some progress that I feel good about. I say that, but I did Annihilation freaking 2. Okay, anyone that wants to judge me, right, go make a brand new account with no spent Arknight Prime and go do Annihilation 1 in the first week and Annihilation 2 on the first day of the next reset. Okay? I dare you. I dare anyone that would judge me for my progress to show me that I'm a freaking idiot. Oh my god. And now I'm just completely slaying here. Man, it feels good to like watch your now higher level, more invested operators. I mean, I did okay on this before, but these guys are melting now. Oh, wait. I want to show something. Super cute. I've pointed this out many times about people placing tanks in front of their DPS. And I get the kind of flawed logic is that they're going to take the damage, but then they're not dealing any, right? When you have an operator like Mouse who's one block, you can use that to your advantage because she's only going to block one enemy, which means she's only going to take damage from one enemy, typically, right? And the rest are going to go and hit the tank behind her. You can also use that to set up split boxes. I did not mention that the other day, but see how this operator is now in between these two boxes? And so Liskarm is tanking them and Mouse is dealing damage. They are now split boxed. And if he were to, say, stun Liskarm, or if Liskarm was using S2 and she becomes stunned, then he instantly becomes now blocked by Mouse. And then his damage will start being on her. And so there are many ways to split box. It is not difficult to do because somebody had brought that up. And I just wanted to mention this is one of the other ways to set up a split box is just to have an operator that's already blocking somebody. The other guy walks through them and then they kill that guy and both are now tanking this guy. Although the damage is always who is actually tanking is where the damage is going. So in this case right now his hits are going to hit Liskarm because Mouse was preoccupied, which is why he walked through him. But right now he is functionally on both of these squares, and even an operator that were here, like facing this way, would actually kind of shoot semi-backwards to hit them because they're still counted as being in this area. And then an operator here who is facing this way would also be able to hit them. And again, that rarely specifically comes up for why you would split box someone, but I just wanted to mention that because people had brought up not understanding it. I think when it's generally demonstrated, it's along with like the shove mechanic. I don't know what else to call it because it's not shift. But like if I did not have any of these operators deployed here at all, and he was standing there and I dropped Mouse, it would push him into this square deeper. Like he would physically move. But if Mouse wasn't here and Liskarm wasn't here and I deployed someone in this square, it would actually push him back a bit. And it's I mean, it's something you see and you don't think about. It only really matters to the sweatiest of the most meta players. It's the kind of stuff that is only relevant when you're doing like crazy max risk stuff or whatnot. But it can play into things like a waypoint system if you want to stall. Let's say he's a boss and he has to hit this box, or maybe he has to hit this box. No, the best example is this box. Well, I have to think about it. It's kind of hard to explain. If he was going to a checkpoint and you shift him away from the checkpoint, actually, yeah, and you shift him away from the checkpoint, he will still have to go back to the checkpoint before he can continue on to his next path, and that can buy you like a little bit of extra time. So if you're dropping a unit to stall someone, it might become slightly relevant, but operators that are using checkpoints, they always go to the very center of the box where it is, so you can't do some of the odd like directional pushes that some people kind of talk about you being able to do. So I was trying to think of what would be like a good example, but because you wouldn't be able to get him into this position if his checkpoint was this box, and if you shoved him this way, then he would try to walk back here before he would go on his way, even if it was in this direction. So occasionally you'll see when you shift operators that they'll do like a weird mechanic where they walk backwards to where they came from before continuing where they're going. And that's because they have a checkpoint that they have to hit. Anyways, we will continue on. Nice. And now we build.
Ohayo.
This place hasn't been redecorated even once this whole time. You serious?
I don't know if she has. Sweet.
Products received.
And then I guess so. I can't believe I forgot to put her in a dorm. Is there anyone else that's not in a dorm? No, everyone's in a dorm. And then we really want that too. Can I build? We'll do gravel. Gravel needs I wish me luck on this.
Products received.
Nope, no reagent. Darn.
Debris cleared.
I would like to get out here so that I could build another trading post, but I guess we'll do here first.
Cancelled.
We'll build this to be a gold bar, which will put us at a huge surplus for gold bars. Then we'll build another trading post, and then we'll build XP here.
Infrastructure complete.
Oh! No, 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 no. No!
The facility has been removed.
Oh, no, I don't have the drones for it. Stupid default. Oh, I do have the drones.
Infrastructure complete.
We want gold bars. Oh, it doesn't like that. Alright, get in there, Hayes. Alright, this is getting ugly. Actually, what I could do tomorrow, because I don't have the drones for it, I could switch this over to a trading post and this to gold, and then XP. Because I'll definitely have enough to build another level 1 factory from the missions. And that will be... I think that will take us to where we want with that. I cannot build specialists yet, but we have to. We have no choice, and we definitely need another vanguard. And right now, that's probably going to have to be vanilla, unless some miracle happens with recruitment. We've just been not lucky with vanguards. Oh my god. I mean, I could do courier. Oh, do I want to do that? I don't like courier, but he can't be worse than Fang. I might regret this, but we'll at least buy a copy so that I can think about it. So... Courier just has better stats than Fang. It has the option to E2, but God, I hope I don't get to that point. And he has like a defensive skill here, which is not amazing, but it does keep him from dying. And in Fang's case, when she dies, it's like, it's awful that I need to use Fang to block, and I could put more levels into her. But the thing is, even when she survives, the DP generation is just not that amazing. You know, like I could max her out. And, well, she would have one of the better defenses. I don't know, maybe that's a better option. Just max out Fang. I'd feel a little gross for doing that. But the other thing is, I could still build another Vanguard and just have 2. You know, because I like the problem with Plume. Plume's fine, but Plume's not going to give us the DB generation that we need. And so if I'm going to build a Charger, it's actually going to be someone that they need to be able to do enough damage for them to be in the same position as like Mouse or Melantha. That's why we wanted a Vigna. And that's kind of why I'm not building her, because she just fundamentally lacks that potential. So she does do kinda okay-ish physical damage. She'll get around to like 500 attack and, I don't know, 280 defense or something like that, completely maxed out. And this skill is not that amazing. I think it goes up to 25% on each of these, mediocre skill cycle time. And like, she'll just never really have the same kind of hard-hitting potential that makes Vigna unique. And so from a early game DP generation standpoint, there's not a big difference between her and Vigna. But from a killing actually dangerous stuff, it's night and day. And so to justify having her versus just more DP from like a DP skill, it's a hard sell for me to invest further in Plume, even though she's used quite a lot in people that do like the speed run 3-star stuff. But that's just that has more to do with the cost of investment, and we're thinking longer term, and we're definitely not going to leak Patriot if we get to Patriot. So, you know, speedrunner tactics are not on the table. And again, why not Melantha is because we have Mouse and because we want Vigna. So I'll build Melantha if I have to, but the plan wasn't to have to build Vigna to build Melantha, because Vigna almost directly power creeps her. The only thing that Melantha has is raw hit points, because I think I mean 2k here. At E1 max, she'll have, I don't know, 24 to 28k, something like that, which is it's like not bad, you know. And her attack is higher on base, but the thing is her skill, this fully maxed out, is plus 50%, and her talent is not as strong as Vigna's. Vigna can hit for about 2700 attack. It's insane how hard Vigna can attack for. Actually, I will briefly show that on my main account because you can actually see her talent proc. And it would actually be better if you couldn't. Multiplicative damage is just better. But let me switch over. We will go and log out of this one.
Arknights.
I hope you didn't run into any trouble.
All right.
Doctor. Pleasure to meet you, Chief. I am Shaw of the Lungman Fire Department, reporting for duty.
I'll do those tomorrow.
Excuse me. Are we accommodating them?
I don't have time for small talk.
I won't spend too much time on this account today because I stayed up pretty late yesterday and I'm pretty tired. But we'll do a little bit of the laundry here with our.
Now that's
I really wish they would let us save these into teams, so that we didn't have to like pick them out of like. Like I have to remember who all is in every grouping, and it is a chore sometimes. Okay, whatever.
I'd like a more private space. I'm checking on the medical supplies here.
Alright. And our Ascalon is just kind of stuck in training hell because I don't have skill books and I haven't been farming for them. But it's not a priority. We have the main skill here. And we still can't do the module, but that's pre-farmed. That's not what I wanted. I'm just checking whatchamacallit, trust. You're still a ways away from getting the module. But Vigna.
Trouble, Doctor.
We want to show off Vigna a bit. And I need to burn we'll burn sanity first. Dang it, I keep hitting the wrong button. 44. 41. 46. We'll do some gels. I feel like by the time this finishes, we're going to get another sanity. It's going to probably make us do 2 runs of this.
No time to waste. Cut them to pieces.
It's not my wish to take lives.
I got this.
My power is all yours now. Doctor,
oh, you know what I should have burnt this sanity on? I could have just done annihilations.
You can't stop me.
One annihilation would have used 25 sanity or whatever.
Picked out your bait
That's
yet?
fine.
Not one step forwards. How soon do you want them gone?
advised. Target. Skill. Strike them.
Emotion is meaningless here. Picked out your bait yet?
My power is I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
Speed.
What's his hit points?
Same battlefield, different day.
Your face just now. It seems the expression folds of a feather flock
Nice.
together is indeed true.
Alright.
I hope you didn't run into any trouble, Doctor.
Where will we go? I guess we can do it in integrated strategies. Take this. And that. This one. Vigna. Vigna, Vigna, Vigna. Cruise. J. This will be interesting. No.
Where's the rally point? 皆さん、出発の準備をしてください。よろしくお願いします。Take aim.
This is not the best level for this. Because what's going to happen is
There you are.
we're generally not going to get a lot of enemies to attack.
押す。
But maybe.
あなたに負けない。
So attack 2205. That's without the talent. Let's see if the talent triggers when she attacks. Nope.
押す。
Will it trigger? $3,014 attack. Vigna. Vigna is such a boss. Now that's with the that is with integrated strategy, the 10% stat bonuses. I would have to do some math to figure out what that would normally be in other stages. But still, man, 3,000 attack on a 4-star vanguard.
押す。今よ。
Melantha wishes. And the other thing is her skill cycle is amazing, even without masteries. Yeah, this is mastery 3, but she's not even max level, you know. I will max her out because I am building a 4-star. I at least want to have a 4-star in every like important category. And that's for integrated strategies and also for not necessarily guide making in the way Kyo does, but just explaining, like I said, to be able to demonstrate the 4 stars that people are generally going to recommend building when you don't have a 6-star or when you're starting out that are like good investments to carry you because they're cheap to build, whatever the case may be.
戻ってからにしてね。
But man, 3,000 attack. I freaking love it. So good. I've almost built the monthly squad here. We're not going for any special ending. I just want to see... Oh man, that actually kind of sucks. I wanted... Hell yeah, we're going to do that, but let's see. Specialist. That's really good for Jay. Seems a little bit wasteful to do that, but we're going to do it. Just because you never know. relying on J exclusively for healing is not ideal. You can do it. I have done IS2 runs with no medics before. It wasn't a challenge run, it was what they gave me or didn't give me. But I have actually cleared rounds with 0 healers. It does happen. It's just a bit spicy. They are gonna make me do this. Oh, her talent can proc on normal hits too.
Ready to heal. I'm listening. Take aim. Os. Here I am.
Svigna's defense 355, not bad.
There you are.
Her hit points at E1 is the one thing that, like I said, Melantha beats her on, but you can E2 her, and if you E2 max her, her hit points aren't bad. It goes a little above 2,000, 2,200 or something like that at max level, I think. Which again is respectable. At E1 max, I think it's around 13, 1,400. Which, like I said, that's the one thing that Melantha will have on her. But she has better DPS and better attack when her skill's up, at least. Which we're going to kill these shield guards with her when her shield is up. Because she actually will have the attack. Look at that. Look at that. Who needs arts damage when you have frickin' Vigna? She's so strong. It's insane. Oh my god. So many people forgot the power of Vigna because of Bagpipe. Which, you know, Bagpipe just redefines the Charger Vanguard class. But before Bagpipe, so many people had Vigna E2, and it was like I feel now it's like the secret that she's good. We'll actually run into issues if we use her skill here, at least without timing it well. I wish there was an easy way to show that, but you just have to catch it while the attack is going to see when the talent procs. If it were multiplicative damage, then you'd see a big red number over their head, and that would make it so much easier. That guy is taking like no damage, holy crap. There we go. Can Jay solo a weeb? Yeah, no problem. And this is what I was talking about with, like, you know, E1 max trust, skill level 7. I know what they can do, you know. My current 4-star E1s.
I think
They're
we
not
did
they're
all
not
right.
carrying that hard. Not yet, at least. Counter. We'll keep that. Ooh. Who do I want? I'll do Degenbacher. Boo. I don't have very many agates. I have why am I not getting emergency nodes? I could E2 her at the safe house maybe. We'll go for it. We got Degenbacher. It won't be a problem.
Is this a mission or a training session?
I had to think about that.
出発か。
行きます。敵か。I'm listening. Here I am. はい、運動無用。
How soon do you want them gone?
Here I am.
Understood.
There you are. Senjo, それは変わらないの。Hey, hey. 連綿たる山々となれ。今よ、粉々にやれ。Please hold on. There you are. 土が私の意志に応えてくれる。Take it.
また落とし。
おっ、運動無用。はい。
There we go. 30-14. Caught it again.
Still, Molly, still soaking yourself in the past.
That's right. Can hit air units. That's what we actually wanted that for. I don't think there's much I can do for extra damage, but... Ah! I should have put her there. Ideally, like, Jay would have been good to just deal some damage, but... Oh, you know what? We got Degenbacher. Who cares?
Emotion is meaningless.
Yeah, that's
here.
right. That is right! Dodge that, you stupid duck.
大将、これで終わりですかね。
Jay. Get mud rock. Whatever. Easy. Wait. No. This should be easy. We'll see. My,
Well, I'll be sure to
the
bring
one thing that's going to be a bit janky is that I'm going to have to rely on Figna to carry that lane.
結構いるな。
Please hold on. はい、あんたなんかに負けない。
You can go do something else. You want my
Oh,
opinion?
okay.
I won't sleep on the job. There you are. おっす。戦場。それはか。
やってみましょ
Take aim.
う。水洗い。
Might as
Still
well.
soaking yourself in the past?
Take aim.
W should come out soon.
Hi.
There you
Use your weapon to tell me who you are.
We'll 1v1 him, bro. I don't know if we'll win.
おっす。
Nope, we won't win that.
There you are.
Got it. Down you go.
Still soaking yourself in the past?
友人たちが祝福をささやいている。私たちの勝利だ、ドクター。
Garter caster. Caster. Might be interesting to do Mastema. I don't use her very often. It's a shame.
オッケー。
So I think Jay has to be E2
皆さん、
to solo
出
this
発の準備をし
boss.
てください。よろしくお願いします。Please hold on. 行きます。 First aid box clear. 自分のための戦いを。大地こそが我が友。どうよ。 よくなる。祝おうよ。立ち上がる。
We're just gonna like let that happen. Shh, just let it happen.
いい天気だね。大地こそが我が友。
水洗い。
Here I am. There you are.
And his position up here is just to kind of thin the herd, because they'll be able to stun Mudrock, and then I have to do something over here, and that's a little annoying.
Here I am.
Oh no, they can't stun. They just do damage. Mudrock can handle that. I'm still thin the herd.
Take aim.
Mostima won't really shine without E2. I do have a module upgrade left on her too. She's only level 2 module, but it is enough for her to become reasonably powerful. She's just not peak.
Here I am.
Phew. Thank goodness I brought enough medicine. Please don't worry.
3 operators, that's not going to help us at all, right? Yeah, we can do 2. Medic or sniper? We kind of need both. But I feel like the medic is maybe slightly more critical. And I am not getting lucky with emergency ops. Gimme Blade Dance. That'll be spicy. We'll take it. Yeah.
How about a slice of lava cake before we head out? It was one of Mom's traditions. Listen, everyone.
Oh, of course they put that frickin' thing there. Ah, of course they'd put that there.
I won't sleep on the job. Take aim. Take aim. Magma will dredge up origin. There you are. Hi.
How soon do you want them gone?
Oh, he got Blade Dance? Ha!
Here I am.
What's that put his attack at? Hopefully that he won't leak.
Ashes from volcanoes.
This emotion is meaningless here.
Here I am. Here I am.
We'll find out.
There you are. This time, we can make up for the missing data in the last report. There you are. Hi. Mina, 皆さん素晴らしい戦いぶりでした。ドクターも褒めてほしい。まあ
Well,
戻ってからにしてね。
that'll make our J pretty strong. We're definitely gonna get that. Two and one, 4 and one. That probably won't matter. Oh no.
What can I do for you?
Okay. Mostima is funny on this level.
Listen, everyone. Stay calm.
I might just leak the first guy intentionally to get Mudrock out.
見てなさい。ここからは私の時間よ。
綿落とし。
Really? 2 in a row?
どうしやすか?
Relax, Volcano. We're just here to collect a few precious samples. Please don't get mad. Why can't everyone try to get along? 血がたぎる。はい。いい天気だね。私の声に答え。
Still mulling things over, Doctor? Still soaking yourself in the past?
Magma will dredge up Originium veins. Keep your distance. 連綿たる山々となる。I'm listening.
Got it.
連綿たる山々となれ。大地こそが我が友。Oh, flowing magma. Please slow your steps.
He's going that way.
Freeze!
Get wrecked. That's right, you're all slow.
Here I am.
Oh, she even has the,
You
she
want
has
my
blade
opinion?
dance.
Emotion is meaningless here.
敵がどれだけ強くなっても私の演奏を止めることは。あ、いや、演奏じゃなくて戦
Ooh,
闘だったわ。
nice. I mean, we gotta do it.
Ready whenever.
I don't want to risk. You know what? I don't want to risk them getting blade dance. I am really thin on ranged ops. I got 3. I guess I'll be fine.
戦いの時だ。行きます。おっ、運動無用。
So because I can
I won't
heal
sleep on the job.
the
There you are.
Understood.
Since 私の声に答え。 dredge up Originium veins. Keep your distance.
Tasty. Aya juice.
即戦即決にしよう。悪くな。There you are.
She got it again. Look at that hit point pool. Hell yeah.
Sure. This time, we can make up for the mistake.
She'll never die.
This time,
Just to heal Vigna. Come on, Vigna, kill them all.
Down you go!
They definitely have some armor. You can see a big difference between skill and no skill. It's massive. Oh my god.
Here I
Yeah, that's right.
am. Here I am.
But we can get a proper sniper now. Ooh. Oh. Oh, I'm glad I picked Ray.
Here, Sand Beast. You need to get going.
I might take him as well. I might burn Blade Dance, but
出発か。
見てなさい。ここからは私の時間よ。I won't sleep on the job. There. あんたなんかに負けない。
am I gonna leak? Jesus Christ. Really? Holy... Oh my fucking god. This fucking stage.
There you are.
You know what? You know what, you motherfuckers?
How soon do you want them gone? You want my still soaking yourself in the past?
I have no one to put up here. That's a problem.
Let's take it slow. You lot stay up there if it gets risky.
Jesus Christ.
Still mulling things over, Dr. Perfectionist?
Really? Oh, come on!
Nexus.
Emotion is meaningless here.
This stage is bullshit. Come on! Oh, come on.
This time, those particles have no place here. I'll send them away. I'm listening. いい天気だね。
You want my conviction will throw you off pace. You want my emotion is meaningless here.
There you are. Not today. Life depriving.
Use your weapon to
That's
tell me who you
bullshit.
are.
So many leaks.
大将おいやすか
No, I didn't get randomly upgraded.
Ready whenever. Go right ahead at any moment. I'll be there.
Volcanic soot contains lots of originium particles. Let's not stay too long.
You can go do something else.
Wait on that.
自分のための戦いを。Yeah, you'll hear from me as needed.
Still mulling. Use your weapon.
Survivors.
To tell me who you are.
Please hold on.
And that's as far as you go.
I got this. Focus elsewhere.
Ooh.
Still mulling things over, Dr. Perfectionist?
連綿たる山々となれ。
Still mulling. Use your weapon to tell me who you are.
Oh no.
Got my bolts kitted. 連綿たる山々となれ。行きます。
You motherfucker.
押す。悪くない眺めだ。連綿たる山々となれ。
No one knows me. Meet your death.
You want mine? Still soaking yourself in the past?
Make it past that.
They only follow me into the shadows.
Get wrecked.
連綿たる山々となれ。
You want my conviction will throw you off pace.
This area's clear of danger for now. Doctor, you always been like this? Any problem, you'll solve it?
Oh man. It's still the best option, even this late in the game. We can see if we can get Ray. Haha. Ascalon's gonna trivialize this.
All right. All
Assuming
medicine
I
has
can
been
get her out
prepared.
quick enough. I might have to leak that bear. No,
one can
maybe
see
not.
me.
We'll see. Yeah, I have to leak them. That's unfortunate.
They only you stepped into my domain.
You can go do something else.
Volcanic soot contains lots of originium particles. Let's not stay too long.
Still mulling things over, Dr. Perfectionist?
Yeah, you'll hear from me as needed.
No one knows. Meet me. Meet your death.
You want my emotion is meaningless here.
やってみましょう。綿落とし。
I'm listening. And that's as far as you go. いい天気だね。
Man, Mastima keeps getting that. Keeps getting that. I need to get
No one knows
her
my name.
module.
No one knows. Meet me. Meet your death.
Got my
And I
boss
don't need you anymore.
kitted.
That was just in case the bear killed Degenbacher and ended up there.
友人たちが祝福を囁いている。私たちの勝利だ、ドクター。
With the upgrade. I guess we're gonna do squad limit. We can't do Ray. That's unfortunate. I feel like I got gypped. And actually, we're gonna do Bagpipe S3 for once. We don't want to waste. Okay.
Honor your orders. Move out. 敵か。I'm listening. There you are. はい、血がたぎる。There you are.
I got this. Focus elsewhere.
Here I am. いい天気だね。Volcanic soot contains lots of originium. Take aim. Yeah, you'll hear from me as needed. Us,
No one meet me. Meet your death.
here I am.
How soon do you want them gone?
And that's as far as you go. Here I am.
No one knows you stepped into my domain.
bench where I'm cleaning up.
My speed and I hail from Victoria.
Here I am. This time, we can make.
They only follow me into the shadows.
Still mulling things. Use your weapon.
Those particles have no place in the Benevolence shall save lives. Standing by. There you are.
Still mulling things. Oh, still emotion is meaningless here.
Yes, aim.
You stepped into my domain.
Take aim.
Hey man, how's it going? I'm gonna wrap up pretty soon, but oh, you were asking, were you the one asking about Blemishine?
Take aim.
You stepped into my domain.
And Ascalon is better than I thought she would be, for sure. Mainly because I think her kit's really versatile. And I'm a fan of... if it's hard to know what skill to do, like if it's actually hard, not because you don't actually know what the skills do, but if you know what the skills do and you go, man, these all sound good, that means that I'm probably going to like the operator, because it means that even though mastering skills is expensive, it's nice to get a lot of utility out of one operator that you build. Because E2 mats, leveling mats, if you actually end up building, you know, more than one skill, like 1 6-star, 1 skill, you have to E2 again, you have to level again. It seems pretty inefficient. So in a way, I kind of like Degenbacher, I just have this one skill, and it's like, I'm not sure if I'll ever do anything with these. These skills, actually, each of them kind of sounds interesting, but if it's like really actually hard to tell, and you're like, man, I don't know what skill to build, and then you end up doing where is she? With Ascalon, and you're like trending towards an E9. I'm not going to level 3 her module though. But I think you were asking about Blemishine. I'm not sure. And the main thing with her is that this skill right here does not heal herself. It only heals others, and this is kind of like one of her main DPS skills. But the niche that she kind of ends up getting used the most for is Sleep Nights, which is this one. I don't have this masteried. I do want to eventually do it. And I don't know why I set that as a default, but the talent upgrade on this isn't that amazing either, which is kind of problematic. I think this one, the talent upgrade on this one is a lot better. But I like the base effect on the other one, and the other module is older. So she only had this module when it came out, which reduces the damage. It gives her 15% Sanctuary, which helps with the fact that her defense is not crazy. But I do also want to say defenders benefit a lot from having extra levels. Like, because they benefit from every single one of these stats. In particular, hit points. But defense always matters for defenders, and for defenders like Blemishine, attack matters. So just the fact that you need all of your stats with defenders, it does certainly help if you have levels on them. But I'll show kind of she has some quirks. And one of the quirks is that she's defensive recovery on most of her skills. And so this skill can charge really quickly, but it doesn't have a terribly long duration. But I do want to point out one of its unique benefits. So she generates SP on attack and also when guys hit her. And because she blocks 3 units, that means that this skill does come up pretty quickly. This is without triggering sleep on anyone. And it doesn't last very long, worth pointing out. I think the duration is a bit longer with masteries. And now I'll trigger it with the sleep. And now she'll get an attack bonus against the guys that are asleep. Right? And you can see the damage numbers above their heads. It's nothing crazy, but it is a pretty powerful effect. And it, in theory, lets her block. Like, let me wait for this guy to get here. It lets her kind of pseudo-block more than 3 guys, but then you can run into issues. Because as soon as the sleep ends... if she's the only one DPSing, it might not be enough for them to leak. So I kind of wanted to cover that with her because Blemishine is one of those units that is really not all about herself. She requires you to play around her kit. And the most frequent thing that people do with her is play with Mudrock, which is kind of dumb because the main reason people do it is for her talent. And what the talent does is it allows Mudrock to charge SP on attack, which isn't a huge benefit. But the real reason why that even became a bit of a meme... Actually, no, I wanted to show Blemishine. Does it not show? Can I not see the talents from here? We'll go into training here. Right, the talent right here. Any defensive recovery operators can gain SP when attacking. And so Mudrock's S2, which is her most popular skill, it allows that to charge a little bit faster. But the pro gamer reason why Blemishine with Mudrock is because Blemishine, her S2, the healing on that, we'll go here. The healing on this is like an aura, like Skalter, and this can heal any type of thing. It can heal like inanimate objects and stages that enemies might kill if they can be healed at all. There are some cases where they can't, but there are some cases where they can. Any allies on a stage that are NPCs, and obviously enmity ops as well, just like Skalter. And so she does have a little bit of a unique healing niche. This skill does also get a lot better with masteries, which I don't have on here. And then this skill 3, I guess I can show that really quickly too before I wrap up. And again, the main thing with this skill 3 is just that you'll see that it is not going to heal her. Do I have? I don't have an Arc. But what I can do, I can deploy someone who's definitely going to take damage, and you'll see them get healed. And not her. So if I put Ella facing away, like here, well, she'll get hit by everyone. Oh, the other thing is Blemishine does also have to deal damage, so like she won't just heal her passively, but when she is healing, the healing is massive. But she can't heal herself. So if I remove Ella so that everyone's targeting Blemishine, and then I trigger her skill, no healing. So again, Blemishine's kit is very odd, and it is hard for a lot of people to synergize. But I do think that if you don't think about her as a DPS, yeah, you can spam her S2 pretty often. So the main thing, what people that like her really like her for is sleep knights. Like if they're using Sora and other sleep operators, Black Knight, stuff like that, you can put her in that squad because she can just attack other people when they put stuff to sleep. She's one of the few that can attack them. There's an archer who can do it too. I don't think it's Totter, but it's one of the archers like that. It might be Totter. No, it's is it Lunacub? I don't know. There's some archer. They can also attack sleeping units or whatnot. So that's the most typical thing that people actually specifically use Blemishine, is to be part of that. I don't know whether to call it meta. It was used for max risk at least once. But her overall kit tends to not be incredibly newbie friendly. But I don't want to say that, you know, you couldn't find value out of that, because in the at what point would that matter? In the early game, she's going to be able to tank everything, and her damage is also going to be able to, as long as you know what damage type to use, because you have an arts damage option. Where is she? Blemishine. You have like an arts damage option with this, which is okay. I mean, technically it does both. It'll do her attack as physical and her attack as arts, which is not a huge benefit in terms of dealing massive damage to anyone. Like if this were a pure physical attack and it were just double this amount, like if it were attack plus 220%, people would probably like her more, because her what would she be hitting for? I'm actually gonna do the math on that, because maybe that's not even enough. Maybe I'm talking out of my ass on that. Calculator. I'm just going to use the numbers I have right here, not, you know, any particular stat thing. Times, it would be 320. Oh, wait, no. 586 times 3.2. 1,875. So even then, yeah, maybe her skill's better off without doing pure physical, because she wouldn't even hit the 2k barrier. So this, I think, goes up to also 110% at M3. I think this goes up to 12 seconds, or even if it doesn't, this drops down cost for each of these. At max M3, this goes down to 12, which is a pretty big improvement. Because if you think about, if 3 enemies are hitting her once, that's 4 times. But if she's attacking back, you know, like 16 to 12, that's, you know, minus 25% to activate the skill. And then she has this talent here, which is multiplicative. So she's dealing, I'll do the math on that as well, because I'm curious. Calculator, 586 times 2.2. So she's dealing 1,289 attack at this level, at least, at where I'm at. And then that would be an additional 40%. So 1,804. So actually, she almost hits that attack value I had mentioned against sleeping enemies with her S2. So S3 is just if you're literally not going to have the damage to be able to cut through something's armor, and this will also heal your squad by a lot, and most things she'd be able to tank. Also, a lot of the early game bosses don't have sleep immunity. I don't think they start adding that until pretty later chapters. That was one of the things about sleep, is so few things could attack anything that was asleep, but it worked on everything. And so it's not a common immunity until modern content. And I'm curious if I can, let me try something. I'm just a little curious. We'll do the Skull Shatter test here. We'll clear this out. We need 2. And I'll take a mountain for security. We'll take a Blemishine. We need 2 of these. And some healers. And I'm just going to take, you know, more normal healers. I don't need anything special. Oh, there's one other thing
喜んで
that maybe I should mention about Blemishine. Maybe I can show it off here. I don't know. Well, I'll bring in Ock too. Blemishine, Ock was probably specifically designed to be used on Blemishine. Just FYI. Because Ock's damage that he does, it's really meant to be a feature and not a bug. And I don't know how many people know that.
Stayed in hell, and you guys all get a share. Rest easy.
Just making sure that's the right skill.
これが戦場というものね。
Oh shit, that's not what I wanted. Oh no. Hopefully it doesn't screw everything up. That might. I might have to redo this because of that.
Bravery shall over. You can't stop me. Call for help immediately if you're injured.
就让我们临床实验一下新
Tactics sharpen the mind. 準備完了。私がついてる。
She'll probably kill him without even needing Ock. Which is fine. Yeah, no problem. Now this is, you know, E2 and with module and everything, I wouldn't expect those results at E1 or whatnot. But that's why I was saying, like, Blemishine is probably actually not bad at low levels at all. At higher investment, it's just kind of hard to fit her into, like, a meta squad, for instance. Yeah, that's fine.
獲物を見つけました。
You can't stop me. 我下的药可不轻。
Well, I don't know why I did that.
Overcome evil. I'm sorry. We've even run out of reserve medicine.
No, it's fine. I'll do a brief explanation because I'm about to, like, sign off anyways. But I'm gonna go into. I'll go into my little testing stage here, and because I just want to show, like, how Ock interacts with Blemishine, real quick. Because anyone with defensive SP is, like, that's who Ock was really designed to synergize with. So go in here. I'm just gonna use this skill. His damage that he deals, that charges them, and then you'll get, like, their buff and they'll be, like, hypercharged. That's all I really wanted to kind of talk about. And that works on Lyn as well. You can do it on Beeswax, but Beeswax doesn't get the SP charge from it. And the only reason I got rid of Ock is because I'm not going to complete the stage. Normally, if you're using a combo like that, you'd actually want to keep Ock out. And Ock's DPS is actually pretty decent himself. So if you want to use Blemishine a lot, one of my advices is also going to be try and get an Ock. Who, because if you can combine them, then you'll get a lot more utility out of both. Because Blemishine can keep Ock alive with her healing, and Ock can supercharge, just instantly charge any of her skills, so that you can basically, between the two, you can have her just constantly cranking out damage and healing, and then Ock will also be cranking out damage. So, two not very popular operators where when combined you get a lot more than their component parts out of, and it'll also push Blemishine's damage over the 2000 attack mark. It'll actually be able to throw some hurt onto.
Let's see, which insect is falling into my trap?
It's not my wish to take lives.
I got this.
I shall protect you. ドクターはいつだって僕の居場所を見つけてくれるんだ。
them to pieces.
My power is all yours now.
Picked out your bait yet?
Not one step forwards.
一体いつからこの触手はまやかしに過ぎないって錯覚してたの？
How soon do you want them gone?
Drawing a bead on the target.
Forward! Here's a memento.
Skill.
Still soaking yourself in the past?
Picked out your bait yet?
My power is
You can't hide your fear.
skill.
Same battlefield, different day.
That was close. I almost... anyway, good thing I managed to pull through in the end. Sorry, Doctor. Please give me a minute. I need to get my emotions under control.
I hope you didn't run into any trouble, Doctor.
この天井、思っていたよりも低いな。
ここが宿舎か。ちょこっと内装を変えて飾り付けたりしてもいいよね。
Mi sembra di aver visto un'ombra rossa.
Actually, that's not gonna matter. We're just gonna maximize for trust.
貨車の撮影部屋オープン。ロドス、大きいな。
I hope you didn't run into any trouble, Doctor.
Alright, I'm good on that. Inserts. Burn this. You know what? I will use these. Nothing there. Man, bad batch. All right. Yeah, I think that's it. All right, I am going to sign off, and I'll probably be on again tomorrow, probably a little bit earlier than when I started today. Got a late start with literally everything today. I have no consistent schedule whatsoever with this, but I will try to be consistent and put stuff out. This event is really slowing down my ability to push new stages on the on the other account. If it were just chapter 4, I'd be making progress, but every sanity spent there is shop currency I'm not getting. So, man, I gotta figure